Carlton "Bub" Carrington is an 18-year-old freshman from the University of Pittsburgh. He stands at nearly 6'4" without shoes and boasts a 6'8" wingspan. Carrington projects as a combo guard on offense and defense. With decent size and some room to fill out, he's likely to hold his own against most imposing guard line combinations. He started 33 games and was a positive contributor on and off the ball. Who is "Bub" Carrington? What are his strengths and weaknesses? Let's get it. Let's start with strengths. "Bub" Carrington is a shot maker. 75% of his made field goals came unassisted. That's in the 75th percentile among D1 guards who played over 100 minutes. Carlton is also a really good shooter. Most process metrics indicate a little above average, but the previous note about shot difficulty and self-creation indicate that they were difficult. When you watch the film, you can see he has clear talent in the mid-range, catch and shoot, pull-up, and spot-up opportunities. 86% of Carrington's shots were jumpers, and his 0.98 points per attempt was in the 66th percentile. He can certainly pick his spots a bit more and take the easy opportunities more frequently, but he demonstrates the aptitude for smooth scoring on all three levels. Let's watch some highlights.
In this second half, looking for more. Carrington got it!
Like it on him, able to stay in front of Pack. Carrington, twisting jumper, back to double digits. Amir now with 18 points. Carrington out of the corner, fall away.
25 and blue. Carrington contested, hits. Carrington from 18.
Got to rely on your defense. The better defensive team is going to win. You can't let your offense dictate your defense.
Carrington got there in the late 90s, early 2000s. Here comes Carrington. Man, there is a lyricist. Carrington with good position. Over Gapar.
The only issue you run into is this slows the game down even more. And when you're down,
Set from the floor in their last two ACC games. The loss at home to Syracuse earlier this week, and the loss, the doubleheader of the women on ACC Network and always available on the ESPN app. Fall away Carrington. Here's Federico Carrington. Had a very quiet night. Not anymore before. February 2014. We're coming up on the 10th anniversary of that.
It was right there.
Yeah. Carrington with 15 to shoot. One of the interesting pieces about this, and there's a runner and the score.
They're getting consistent effort right now from Roach and McCain, but the four-guard lineup, 5 if you include Blake's in that bunch.
Next up, I think this guy is an ascending playmaker. You simply cannot overlook Carlton's passing. He had a 24% assist rate when sharing the rock with a senior guard who was the incumbent team leader last year. He also kept the turnovers down, just 13% of his possessions. The big excitement on his passing is how he generated those assists. The film shows a lot of pick and rolls where he hit rolling bigs with bounce, dump downs, and lob passes. He can hit the weak side corners. He can flip passes back to the popping pick setter. Carrington checks off a lot of boxes as an ascending playmaker. Let's watch some highlights.
Good read of the screen by Torrance. Now finding Leggett in the middle.
Yes, you have so much, room that you have to try to cover. It's impossible.
Wide open shot here for Leggett.
Along with some stellar defense on Pet Cash.
Unbelievable pass.
Season and can already start to see the effects of it here early in the year.
Federico!
Peterson Events Center. Pitt Panthers have been in control essentially from start to finish here at the Pete. Carrington making a lot of noise tonight.
And there it is.
Defensive team and a significant spike this year in his free throw shooting. Federico, good patience. It is. The history of that program. Obviously incredible. And R.J. Davis came down with a rebound. Is in the game in the middle now for Pitt. Good block out. He can shoot this.
Morcell makes it pay off. Struggles continue from beyond the arc for Morcell. Just 3 of his last 15 attempts.
Spears is good on that ball.
Shot clock at 10. Carrington, a lot of dribbling. Beating Federico.
Carrington doesn't possess many weaknesses in the sense of his game being compromised in one area compared to his peers of recent drafts, but one area that does stand out as lacking is his defensive activity. Don't get me wrong, he positions himself really well on ball and tries really hard. What I mean by activity is mucking up the opposing offense with disruptive plays. He averaged just 0.72 steals and blocks per 30 minutes while having just 2.2 personal fouls. That's a negative 1.4 difference. Compared to other D1 guards from last year, that's the 31st percentile. He's also not elite at the rim with poor shot selection at times. When he was at the rim last year, his 1.09 points per attempt was in the 54th percentile. Bub Carrington is an extremely well-rounded guard with few weaknesses and a smooth, comprehensive offensive game. Bub is tailor-made for a ball screen heavy offense and needs a team that'll let him iron out the kinks through actual game experience. He's best used in a system that lets him lead, as being just another guy on the roster might not play to his strengths. His ideal role should be either as a primary scorer or a dynamic sixth man at the next level, and this guy is dynamic to watch when he's in his element and the shots are falling. What do you guys think about Bub Carrington and his fit with the Philadelphia 76ers? Let me know down in that comment section below. Thanks for watching.